Aquarius, I hope that everybody's doing well. For anybody new, my name is Gabriella. I channel as well as interpret the tarot cards. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so I was getting this message when I was meditating, this notion that we may be diving into something going on in the spiritual front for us, something along those lines. I'm hearing checkup now. I'm happy to meet you all here. I hope you're doing well. Okay. I'm looking at the Five of Swords popping out. I don't want to jump to conclusions and say anything yet. We're going to pull further on this. I'm seeing that we're working with a particular type of frequency here, okay? This can be a type of, I'm hearing a type of narcissistic energy that we are coming to terms with, okay? There may have been a situation that presented itself for us to kind of work through, okay? I'm hearing something about a soul contract, and I'm looking at progress that we've made with a very big lesson for us. It's like this is one of the harsh lessons from Saturn over here. Ooh, I'm getting this notion so strongly for you, Aquarius. It's like we were in a situation, right, where somebody may have come into our lives, somebody that had narcissistic traits, okay? I don't like to label anybody as a narcissist because they need to be diagnosed through the DSM criteria, psychologically speaking. So somebody that had narcissistic traits, right? If you look into it, you can find very easily what those traits look like if you're curious. So anyway, I'm getting that there was like this vibration, this frequency that came into our lives, and it was almost like it's part of our soul contract to deal with this energy, okay? This could have been with matters of love. It could have been something interpersonal we were dealing with, okay? I'm getting for some of us, it could have been something we experienced from childhood. And it's almost like people that are able to handle this, people that signed up to be experiencing this, like in this lifetime frame, I'm getting like within this area of a soul contract, okay? This energy manifests for you. I'm hearing getting to the point. Okay, we will get to the point now. And it's like this person comes into your life. This was something that was meant to be, okay? Like however difficult this situation was. And it's like we now move past this because it's almost like in dealing with this type of energy, in doing what we needed to with this energy and learning what we needed to from this lesson, it's almost like something then like in cutting us open, like to our deepest core, this is very much like Pluto energy here. It's like we get cracked open and something else emerges from within us. Something that was meant to emerge, I'm hearing meant to be triggered. So maybe we feel like this triggered something within us after dealing with this narcissistic energy. I'm seeing that it was very much guided, and now I'm seeing us coming out on the other side, and I'm looking at there being a celebration with our guides over here about the progress that we've made and about a lesson that we have absolutely completed. It's like this was part of the contract to be dealing with this energy, okay? Because Spirit knows that you can handle this frequency. It's like you were one of the brave souls that signed up to deal with this. And I'm seeing that we find victory in moving away. It's like you made progress with this energy. You completed this Saturn lesson, okay? And it's like, and now? now we move. I'm getting this so strongly. We are moving so far away from this frequency now, but it was something that we definitely needed to address. And now we find where we're going to feel fulfillment, where we're going to feel happiness. It's like this may even have been a catalyst to put us on track in a direction that we were meant to be going in, okay? I'm getting something about like ignition or trigger, like it triggered something within you, okay? I'm hearing spiritual awakening for some. I'm getting this very strongly. When we are dealing with a narcissistic energy, primarily it is a lesson of us finding our voice, advocating for ourselves, working on our self-esteem, setting boundaries, and ending the cycle. Because something really magnificent comes from that if it's something that one has to deal with, okay? I feel like that can't be any more clear. It's like, this is done now. We're moving so far away from this energy. And into what you really want. It's like hitting the lottery here, moving away from this. And this is what the celebration is about too. I'm getting too that this was definitely interpersonal, especially with matters of love. And it's like, once you've been through that, I'm getting like a very strong lesson that we needed to complete. It's like, now the Two of Cups can come to fruition for you. Look at these cards. It's like you find somebody that has a common goal with you. Somebody that has shared values. Somebody that you can experience romance with if that's something that you're looking for. I'm getting somebody that's going to be in step with you, Aquarius. And this is I'm looking at Justice on the bottom of the deck. It's like the Justice, karmically, that comes down for you after dealing with this is actually, oh, I'm getting this notion so strongly of the false twin flame. It's like, you may have even thought that this person was your twin flame. And it's like, in cutting the cords and ending this thing, you're actually going to find a true soulmate. I don't believe that there's just one soulmate, so always keep that in mind. I believe that there are multiple chances until something that's meant to come to fruition comes to fruition. But I'm getting this notion so strongly that you're finally going to be connected now with a person that you have been maybe even hoping was in that last cycle, but it's like, I'm hearing non-negotiable. It's like we're moving away from this so we can find ultimately somebody that we're really going to feel again in step with, in alignment with. Somebody that's in alignment too with the journey and supports our progress, and especially us stepping into our North Node and discovering what we came here to do. I'm hearing on a deep, deep level. I'm seeing a form of communication that comes in and helps you with a sense of confusion that you were feeling. And I'm looking at a wish fulfillment that finally comes through for you, something that you've been waiting for. Again, karmic justice over here. I'm seeing us walking into a wish fulfillment. I'm hearing that includes the Two of Cups here. Because we've made progress with the Knight of Wands over here, it's like part of our progress was to get out of our heads because of this energy. I'm hearing take a stance, like advocate for yourself here. Something too that we may need to work on is shadow work, especially with like, if you feel fearful that you're going to get, I'm hearing played in the same way as you had been before. It's all about, mainly these cycles are about getting more in touch with your intuition, going with your gut feelings and not denying it or shutting it off. You know, something that I'm hearing rings true, something that can frequently happen, especially when we are dealing with cluster B personality disorders, which narcissistic personality disorder and narcissistic traits falls under. There's this whole thing that that can happen where okay, say maybe you've experienced something along these lines. This is just an example. You're with somebody and they may have narcissistic traits, and they tell you that they hate ice cream, right? So you're like, oh, they hate ice cream. And then one day you see them like over here licking an ice cream, and you're like, I thought that you hated ice cream. And they're like, yeah, I hate ice cream, like as they're eating it. And it's like, well, which one is it? Do you hate the ice cream or do you like it? Because I'm looking at you eating it right now. And this kind of split happens when we are dealing with narcissistic energy. It kind of like splits your brain in a way where you're like, well, I don't know what's true. Is it what you said or what you did? And it's all about sizing things up based off of the behavior that you're observing rather than what you're hearing, okay? This is very, very important to recognize, okay? Especially when you want to, like, naturally, we want to believe that people are telling us the truth. However, if their behavior, this goes in line too with somebody who you keep addressing things with them, and they keep repeating the same thing over and over again, especially like, oh, that doesn't feel empowering to me, or that feels disrespectful to me, and the person's like, oh, I'm going to change, but then you keep seeing them do the same thing over and over again. It's not about the words, it's about the actions. I'm hearing that align with the energy, okay? I'm hearing this is an empowering space. And now you're off to find a balanced relationship. Balanced situations with people. It doesn't have to be a relationship. I'm seeing that in us reassessing this situation and being like, that's not balanced. We're actually going to move on to find something that's balanced for us. I'm hearing something about a departure here. I'm seeing us moving into an energy where, as opposed to wherever we were before, it's like, in order to find balance for ourselves right now, I'm hearing personal growth. We're moving into a place where, this came up in the Capricorn reading, we're moving into a place where, regardless of what's going on in our physical environment, we are validating what we're feeling and also managing our behavior, okay? This card is all about, it's not about ignoring, it's not about bypassing, okay, and pretending like nothing bothers you. This is about feeling your feelings, validating your feelings, and managing them, okay? I'm hearing in a healthy way, healthy reaction, healthy behavior, in ways that you feel good about, that represent you authentically. I'm hearing from a light space rather than a shadow space, okay? And I'm seeing us getting really into self-care here as well. I'm hearing putting the focus on ourselves. We may even be getting into meditative practices, things that help us to ground. Maybe getting in touch with family for some too, maybe being around our family again. And I'm seeing us moving into a place where we're recognizing why that lesson needed to happen, and also understanding that we may need to come into our energy more where we feel more comfortable with taking on a more dominant energy, okay? I'm getting something about balancing out with the masculine energy. We may also be stepping into a mentoring role because of what we've been through as well. I'm getting this notion for some. I'm looking at us going within. I'm seeing some of us too getting in touch with our ability to channel as well. It's like keeping to yourself in a way where I'm seeing like this sense of channeling, okay, and messages that come in. It's like something going on in the brain space where you feel like things are clicking faster or working together. Something like that. Sorry, I'm just what I'm hearing. Okay, so this is really about, I want to keep this like PG here. This is really about looking within and like recognizing who you are at the end of the day, like upping your confidence in a way where it's not just like you're walking around and being confident from an ego space. This is about like really looking at yourself and loving yourself and moving with that. I'm hearing type of light, okay? I'm hearing something about magnetizing. And it's like we're looking within and understanding again who we are, and also like the balance between like the ego space and also how we want to be coming off, how we want to be perceived, and then behaving in that manner. I'm hearing that's in alignment. And I'm seeing something going on with the soul contract here, okay? I'm getting that we're in the midst of manifesting something with a soul contract to come to fruition. I'm hearing something about unlocking. I'm getting like, it's like these two different energies coming together. I'm assuming that this would be your energy and another person's energy. Maybe even mutually doing this thing, like your energy and somebody else's energy mutually manifesting something here, okay? I'm hearing in alignment. I'm seeing some form of communication coming towards you, okay? I'm seeing some form of communication coming towards you. I'm hearing ready, set, go. It's like maybe somebody that's around you that's been watching you manifest. I'm hearing from the heart space, okay? I'm seeing that they're going to be coming in. I'm hearing it's just a matter of when. Interesting. Somebody coming in. This can be a type of news that you get. I'm hearing a message. But I'm getting that they may be like maybe a little bit shy, or maybe like waiting until they feel like it's the right time. I'm getting that this is a timing thing, okay? But I'm seeing that nonetheless there's movement and there's going to be a form of communication that comes towards you quickly. I'm hearing when the time is right to communicate. Maybe even that they feel like you're their soulmate. I shy away from using the term twin flame just because of the misconceptions of it, but maybe somebody's coming in and being like, hey, this is how I feel about you. This is how I see you. I'm hearing, do you want to partner up? Somebody you are going to feel intuitively, psychically connected with. Somebody you're going to feel attracted to. This is this whole energy, this whole like vibrational exchange where it's like when you see this person, you are going to know. You're going to know. It's like, I know you, I've seen you before. This can be something energetically, and it's going to be mutual too. The communication that comes in. I'm hearing about what you're feeling, about what you're sensing. I'm hearing and about ultimately what you will see. Wow, Aquarius, it's only been 18 minutes here. I'm hearing reliving a lifetime story. Okay. It's almost like you're calculating potentially like who this person is going to be, when they're going to be coming in towards you. But it's like, when it's right, and you're going to know, okay? Yeah. I just said who this person is going to be, when they're going to be coming in. Confusion about who this individual is going to be for you, Aquarius. I'm hearing cross watchers. Everybody's welcome here. I'm hearing plan for it. I'm looking at the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune can represent Jupiter turning and smiling at us and luck coming our way. And luck coming our way. It's like this beautiful new opportunity that presents itself to you, Aquarius. This is something too that comes through. I'm hearing the word preparation with the Lovers over here. It's like, get ready for this thing, because when it comes in, it's going to come in. And any confusion that you've been feeling is going to be, I'm hearing, wiped clean. It's like with whatever new beginning this is, because you're over here like, I don't know, I just saw 2020 on the time. You're like, there's so many different possibilities and things that this could be. And then it's like, when that offer comes in, it has like such a bright beacon of light that you like can't even see anything else in the room anymore. It's like that thing comes in and presents itself to you. I'm hearing undeniable. It's like there's going to be no more going back and forth and trying to figure this out, because it's going to be clear. I'm hearing clear as day. Okay, I'm looking at Enlightened Pisces popping out, and I'm looking at Venus here. It's like she's ready to walk right towards you, or he, or whatever gender one identifies with. I'm hearing whatever you're hoping for. Please. This person may even go through like a recognition process where they're like in their little state of thinking and trying to figure out like, is she the one? Are they the one? Is he the one? Whatever. And then all of a sudden, because Pisces came out enlightened when we pulled it out, it's like coming to the realization over here of who you are to them. I'm hearing of what it could be. I never set out particularly to do love readings, but when this stuff comes through, like my romantic side, my like little Venus in Pisces is so happy about this. I'm looking at somebody coming in with a message for you, Aquarius. I'm hearing to you. I feel like this is meant to be, whatever this is that comes through. And falling on the floor. I'm hearing so far away from you. It's like when this thing comes in for you, you're going to be like, heart chakra cleared. Like this thing will make you forget what you experienced in the past that ever made you think for once that you would shy away from love and any opportunity to engage. It's like you've been waiting for this thing to come to fruition. This is somebody too that's going to help you out, like somebody that's going to be attentive. I'm getting like when you feel stressed, checking in with you. I'm hearing asking how your day is going. I'm seeing that this is somebody established, potentially for some of us, somebody established in their career as well. I wish I could take this off of here. The Ace of Wands sliding over to the Ace of Pentacles over here. It's like this guy comes out. Again, I said somebody that may be established in their job. I'm hearing esteemable role with their job, with their career. It's like, here, do you want it? Are you ready to take on this opportunity? I'm hearing lease at life. Guys, wow, Aquarius love reading. How about that? I'm getting that this is something we're going to need to make a decision on. It's like all those sticks that you're carrying are going to be dropped because this thing, I'm hearing like something about such a huge change when this comes through, okay? And I would like to also make this statement that I do not believe that like love is the be all end all where it's like you have to find your one person and all of that, because people can live their lives and not have like a significant romantic relationship, and that's also cool too. You have to decide what's good for you and what you want ideally, and I think that it's also amazing, just as it is with being alone, as it is with being a partner. It's all about establishing healthy relationships and somebody ultimately that's going to be willing to work with you, okay, in a way that feels empowering, and you feel supported by this person. After the tower comes out, and then I'm looking at this, it's like I'm hearing ducks in a row. It's like everything comes into alignment in a way that like maybe you didn't even understand how universal unfolding happens until this point, and then it's like your eyes are opened, and it's like this mind-blowing point where everything is laid out before you, and you're like, I can't deny that I believe because of how everything unfolded for me. It's like in this way that you don't even expect. I'm getting, and a new dawn is before us. It's like this thing is going to be, I'm hearing sensational. The connection that you feel with this person. It's like, again, I'm getting mind-blowing, whatever this is. And again, I'm getting this whole idea of karmic justice. It's like you went through what you went through in order to have this come to fruition. I'm hearing, and isn't it worth it? I guess that's for you to decide, Aquarius. I'm seeing us studying over here. I'm hearing the connection that comes to fruition. I'm getting this so strongly. It's like understanding why this thing happens the way that it does, how it comes to fruition. I'm getting when again. I couldn't tell you, but the High Priestess can. I'm getting this notion like so strongly that we are aware of this thing that's going to be manifesting. I'm hearing in the physical. The partner that comes in. I'm hearing don't get off track, don't worry. If you're like, I'm getting that patience is going to play a very key role in this, okay? It's like you don't need to be worried, being up at night, losing sleep over this. Things are going to happen just as they should. I'm hearing in alignment. Like that happiness that you want to see is going to be landing for you. I'm getting something about like tears, okay? It's like the place that you were in before versus where you are going. I'm hearing what a difference. All right, Aquarius, I just want to cut it there. I feel so happy about this reading, so happy for you and what is to come. I would like to thank everybody so much for joining. Thank you for being here. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.